Welcome to the Fireside Chat for Fitness and Nutrition with Adrienne and Ken. Today we're going to be talking about how to solve anterior pelvic tilt problems and how to stay hip to healthier desserts. All right, Ken, would you like to kick us off?
Yes, I would. So anterior pelvic tilt, what is it? Let me show you. So if you were to see me from the side here, anterior pelvic tilt is this. Do you see what I'm doing there? So you kind of have a poochy butt. Your
Yeah.
hips are kind of tilted this way anteriorly. This is posteriorly. They're tilted backward or more backward than anterior. So this is typically normal. So your hips are level this way from front to back. Anterior, the front part is lower than the back part. Well, what causes that? There are typically four things, and it's basically called lower cross syndrome is the fancy word for it, but it's basically if you were to draw an X from here to here and here to here, it means that these muscles are tight, the hip flexors, which go from the iliopsoas, the psoas muscle, which goes from your anterior spine through your hips and down and connects to the inside of your femur, and then your iliacus, which connects on your ilium, inside of your ilium, and then goes into the same insertion on your femur. They're responsible for, like it says, hip flexion. Okay, and when they're tight, they pull your hips, your femur forward or up. So it tends to go like this. It exacerbates that anterior pelvic tilt. And guess what? When we sit all day, when we're like this all day, that these muscles get nice and short, and you don't want that. That's not. I'm going to show you a stretch for that, how to get rid of that. So if this part of the X is tight, then this part of the X is tight as well, which is the erector spinae, the muscles of the low back, and I'll show you how to stretch for that as well. And then right here, from the front anterior to the back posterior, these are typically weak. So the transverse abdominis, the abdominal muscles, these right here. And right here, going back here, the gluteal muscles. So remember I said that this is, if you go like this, if you you go like this, that's posterior pelvic tilt. That involves your gluteal muscles and a little bit of your abdominal muscles as well. I'll show you two exercises to do for that. But let's first start off with the stretching. So what you'll do is, in order to stretch the anterior, let me see, do it this way here. So what you'll do is you're going to stretch the psoas, the iliopsoas muscles, the hip flexor muscles. What you'll do is this will be 90 degrees, this will be 90 degrees, and this right here will be 90 degrees as well. So if you were to see me from the side, it'd be like that. You can hang on to something for balance as well. And then what you'll do is you'll go ahead and pull your hips underneath you, and how you're going to do that is just going to squeeze this buttock right here. Now, a lot of people make the mistake of leaning forward and you stretch it like this. So if you lean forward while you keep your upper body upright, you're just going to put a lot of pressure on your low back. So we don't want that. So if you want to keep the pressure out of the low back, all you do is just pull your hips underneath you, squeeze this buttock right here, and you'll feel the stretch right here. That's your stretch for your hip flexors. Okay. Now, stretch for the lower back would be just simply on your back and bring your knees to your chest, hug yourself. Stretch out your erector spinae or the quadratus lumborum of your low back. Now, since I'm here on the floor, I'll show you two exercises to strengthen. One to strengthen the abdominals, one to strengthen the buttocks. The abdominals, I'm just going to have you do a abdominal bracing. And all you'll do, the simplest one, is you're going to go ahead and pull your stomach in. So pull your stomach in and press your lower back into the floor. All you're going to do is just hold. So you're going to hold that. So you'll go hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What you want to try to do is imagine that your belly button is coming, you're sucking your belly button into your spine and up toward your rib cage. So just kind of pull your belly button into your rib cage. You're just going to hold it there for the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. And then do it again. And then you want to keep your lower back pressed into the floor. You want to do 10 or 12 of those, 10 or 15 of those. A couple of sets of those would be good. A good exercise, basic exercise for your buttocks are what's called a bridge. You're gonna start with your feet flat on the floor, about hip width apart, feet pointing straight forward, knees are over the toes. Put your arms down by your side. You're going to pull your stomach in, keep it nice and tight. All you do is squeeze your glutes and then kind of roll up off the floor one vertebrae at a time, much like you're pulling a bicycle chain up off the floor at a time. So it'll be roll it up till you come to about here, roll it back down. Then go back up, squeeze. And you want to imagine there's like a dollar bill between your cheeks. You don't want anybody to take that out. So you just squeeze those glutes and then go back down and so forth. And that will build the strength of your glutes. And then along with the strength of your abdominals and the stretching of your hip flexors and low back, that should get rid of anterior pelvic tilt over time, as long as you do it consistently. Adrienne, do you have any questions?
What conditions usually cause the anterior pelvic tilt other than sitting? Because I've heard like pregnancy can cause that for women, like pulling everything forward, right?
You can. But the big culprit is lack of movement. Lack of movement, and we sit all day long. We drive. We sit at a desk. That just shortens those muscles in the front. And you can here's a test. I'm going to forget to show you the test for a tight hip flexor. So if you're doing a test, let me do this side so you can see. So I'm going to start with my feet flat like this, or my legs out straight. See, and watch this knee here, this leg is right here. So if I have tight hip flexors, and when I pull my knee to my chest so that my low back is flat, if my hip flexors are tight, look what happens to the knee. The knee comes up. You see that?
Yeah.
If my hip flexors are not tight, guess what? It doesn't really move. But if they're tight, they'll come up like this. That's a good way you can tell if you have tight hip flexors.
Yeah, that's a really good like test for that. It's quick and easy. Everybody can do this at home.
Anybody can do it at home. So if your knee moves at all, if it moves even just an inch or so, you have a tight hip flexor, this muscle right here in the front.
How long does it take to fix or go away? You said with consistency, it can be remedied.
If you were to do the stretching every day and the exercise part of it every other day, I would say 6 to 8 weeks.
That's actually not that long. A lot of times people feel like this is a sentence of like, this is just how my body is, but it doesn't have to be.
No. You can start seeing good results in 6 to 8 weeks and start to feel better and be less tight when you get up. And especially, if you get up out of a chair, you take a couple of steps and your hips are tight in the front, you know that you have tight hip flexors, you need to get rid of that. You just stretch those out. So, any other questions?
No, those are some great things. I hope that everybody at home is watching this, hopefully not sitting.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
And along with the pelvis and hips, it's important to stay hip to some really good plant-based versions of healthy dessert ideas. And as a registered dietitian, I love sharing some healthier versions of desserts because I like desserts. Everybody likes desserts pretty much. And you don't have to say no to them all the time. But also, we don't have to go so far in the direction of junk or unhealthy foods. We can actually just enjoy and still get some nutritional benefit. One of the ways that you can do this, if you like fruit, is fruit salads, where you can have citrus fruits kind of peeled or chopped up, grapes, melons, berries. It's a beautiful colorful meal. And yeah, you can add some orange juice or a squeeze of lime for some extra flavor if you feel like you need it. You could also put that with some coconut yogurt, for example, or you can make a parfait. So this could be your maybe dairy-free coconut yogurt, for example, and then you just have layers of granola and fresh berries, and maybe instead of honey, if you're trying to be like 100% plant-based, you can just use agave syrup or maple syrup for some sweetness. Another idea is chia seed pudding, which can be made with almond milk or coconut milk, pretty much any sort of plant-based milk. And you can sweeten it with maple syrup or date syrup if you want. And you get a filling dessert with protein and with fiber. So that's a really good one to include. And I'll put a link to the vanilla chia seed pudding that I have. It's like a spiced one. It's really good. Apple crisp. So you can do baked apples, or you can do baked apples with some delicious oat and nut mixture on top. And then you can have even a scoop of maybe some non-dairy ice cream or some banana and ice cream, which we're going to talk about very soon. Banana bites that are frozen. So you basically chop up some banana, you put in some melted chocolate, and then you freeze it. And you can also roll them in crushed nuts, you know, kind of like the drumsticks that we've seen before. You can put some
Yeah.
nuts with that too. It's really delicious. But then
Oh,
also you can have banana ice cream. So it's non-dairy ice cream, basically. You blend bananas with some non-dairy milk, some sweetener, and then you can put some melted chocolate on top, kind of like that Magic Shell brand you might remember from the, I don't know,
I
20 years
do.
ago.
Oh, I
And
do.
that is also a very tasty option and still gives you ice cream, but it's just way healthier than what you're going to find in the grocery store aisle. If you like kind of like a chocolate pudding, but you want it to be healthier, there's chocolate avocado mousse, which is basically ripe avocados that you blend with some cocoa powder, a plant-based sweetener, and some vanilla extract. You chill it
Huh,
and then you eat it. So easy. And another
really?
thing that I really love is dark chocolate, but dark chocolate can kind of just be boring on its own. So you can make dark chocolate bark where you have some melted chocolate, you put some freeze-dried strawberries and maybe some Celtic sea salt. You'll put that in the refrigerator so that it hardens back up and then you just break pieces off. Enjoy. So delicious. And then
Nice.
another idea is energy balls. So these are usually made with some oats, some almond butter or peanut butter, some sweetener like maple syrup or agave nectar, and some dark chocolate chips. Make them into tiny, like little 1-inch balls. You can put them in the refrigerator. You can also put some in the freezer so that you always have something for a sweet tooth that is still nutritious. It's giving you something back, not just taking
Sure.
things from you. So
Sure.
those are some ideas for desserts. Are you hungry, Ken? I am.
It's making me hungry. Yes, my mouth is salivating. Oh,
Any
Lord.
questions that you have about any of these ideas?
No, I'm gonna go make some right now. Oh,
Which one stands out to you? Which, I mean,
the
I'm
last one. The
actually,
last one.
oh, the energy balls? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
I'll
energy
be
balls.
putting a link in the description for you guys at home too. But yeah, they are amazing. And like I said,
Oh,
you can keep them in the freezer so you can make like 30 balls or something, and then
yeah.
you always have something there.
Oh,
So
delicious.
these are some different ideas to help you with your hips or your interior pelvic tilt, but also not put a bunch of weight around our hips, right? Between these two things, we'd love to see what you guys have in the comments, what you try. If you try the test for the anterior pelvic tilt, we would love to know any topics or that you would like us to discuss in the future. But always remember, what is it, Ken? What is key here?
Consistency, Adrian. Consistency.
Yeah, and especially with what we just talked about today with the anterior pelvic tilt, like you
You
can
have to be.
actually remedy that. It's
You can.
possible. Yeah. And with nutrition, it's the same thing. You don't just do something hardcore for 31 days and then quit. You can just be consistent, choose one different dessert, for example, or one different food that you can eat or tweak. And in the course of a year or a few months, you're going to have a completely different health outcome. It's amazing how this stuff adds up.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Also, feel free to like and subscribe. And if you'd like to support the work that we do on this channel, there's a link in the description below. I'll also have a number of the different recipes for healthier desserts down there. So take a look and then we'll look forward to seeing you all next time. Take care. Bye.
Bye. I would like to talk to you about my ebook that I have, and it's called Banish Neck Pain. And basically, it goes over six different protocols. Basically, what would be problematic in your back, neck, even shoulders, maybe tight chest, and then what you do to banish that, to make that go away. Let me give you an example. Let's say, for instance, that you have pain in between your shoulder blades. Well, that could be caused by a number of things, including tight chest, which I cover. You release and then stretch your chest, then release and strengthen your back muscles in between your shoulder blades. And that stretching the chest and strengthening the back will improve your posture, pull your shoulders back, which gets rid of the problematic pain in between your shoulder blades. Now, let's say, for instance, you have neck pain right here. Now, that's probably upper trapezius. Well, then I have protocols that are slightly different for that area of problem. So it would be an upper trapezius release, upper trapezius stretch, and then you're going to go ahead and strengthen those muscles in between your shoulder blades that pulls those shoulder blades back and put you into proper position so that it gets rid of that neck pain. And I also cover shoulder, let's say, for instance, if you have problems in the base of your neck, even in the front of your neck. And so these are all covered by my ebook, and it comes with accompanying videos for each segment, each stretch, each exercise, each release, so that you do it correctly. You can follow along, make sure that you do it right. So check it out. Adrienne, what have you got?
Welcome to the world of vibrant health with the One Bite Wellness Green Smoothie ebook. If you are looking to boost your energy, improve your digestion, and enhance your overall well-being, this is your ultimate guide to delicious, nutrient-packed green smoothies. Now, why is this important? Well, one, it's packed with nutritional benefits. Green smoothies are powerhouses, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, all included in each one of these. Each recipe in our ebook is designed to help you have better energy levels so that you can say goodbye to the midday slumps or not need the vending machine to get you through. Our smoothies also provide sustained energy to help you keep going all day long. So you can have it breakfast, lunch, dinner, actually snacks, all great ideas. Also, they improve digestion because there's a lot of fiber in smoothies. Unlike juices, which take out the fiber, you get plenty here. That helps support a healthy digestive system. It can alleviate bloating and discomfort if any of you struggle with that. And we always want to boost our immunity, right? So with vitamins like vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E, the smoothies can strengthen your immune system and help you fight off colds and infections. Two, we've made it easy for you. We have easy and delicious recipes. We have weekly smoothie plans and things that you're going to need for your grocery list. As you can see, that's a grocery list right there. And then also a recipe that we have. So everything is in here. You have simple instructions. You can whip up a delicious smoothie in like minutes. We also have a lot of different ingredients. So we can go tropical fruits with kale or spinach. We can also do superfoods, cacao, maca powder. All of these keep your smoothies exciting and nutritious. And they're also customizable. There are lots of different substitutions or additions so that you can customize the recipe to fit your preferences and your nutritional goals. Plus, you get expert guidance. This is created by a registered dietitian nutritionist, me. And I love helping people select good ingredients that have the most health and benefits. And then also giving you blending tips, giving you the health benefits of having these smoothies and kind of laying that out for you. There's also a food diary that you can keep so that you can keep track of your own benefits. And then the fourth part is that you get long-term health benefits from incorporating green smoothies into your diet. And that can lead to weight management because a lot of green smoothies are low in calories but high in nutrients. So this can be a great addition to your weight loss or weight maintenance plan. It can also promote more healthy, glowing skin with all the vitamins and the minerals, the antioxidants, the fiber. And speaking of fiber, detoxification. You're also going to get that part of your digestive system, hopefully cleaning out toxins and supporting overall health. So by choosing the One Bite Wellness Green Smoothie ebook, you are investing in a healthier, more vibrant you. And don't wait to start your journey to better health. Download your copy today and experience the transformative power of green smoothies. The link is below.